Hey everybody, so you guys are getting a different view. I'm sitting outside after work to get some sun and just soak up this beautiful day. But I wanted to come on here and give somebody some encouraging words. And I hope Mother Nature is nice and you guys don't have to see me fly away bugs. But let me go ahead and give you guys this word. And no, my shirt is not wrinkled, it's just how it's made. But anyway, once you have surrendered a situation, a relationship, or whatever it may be over to your Father, do not think that that situation is not being remedied. He is doing exactly what he needs to do. Just because you don't see movement, progress, or you feel like you're going backwards in the natural eye, that's what it's going to look like. That just means you have to dig down in your faith and keep pressing forward. He might be working on the situation where he's working on you and the other individuals at the same time. You don't have to worry about how he's working on the situation with them. You just have to be focused on how he's working on the situation with you. That's the most important thing. Do not get caught up in having to see the results. You don't have to see the results right away. If you have been given peace after you surrendered that entire situation or that relationship over to him, that's results number one. You have peace from that. That no longer is giving your mind worry. You're not toiling with that in your body. You're not thinking about it 24 hours. You're now giving it over to your Father so then he can fix the situation in his power. So don't get caught up in having to have results right away. Like, we live in such a world where we need to have the results like yesterday, and that's not real. It's not real life. It's not. It might be temporarily, but it's not real life when you want a everlasting result from your Father. And that also comes with you having faith and showing faith. That's also something that might be being worked on in you while you surrender that over to him. Okay? So don't think that it's not being worked on. That person, that situation, they may be having their own deliverance while you're having your deliverance. It's a process once you surrender things over. You've been weighing on a situation or a relationship for years. It's not going to have results like that. And if it does, so be it. But usually there's a lesson that needs to be taught once you surrender it over to him. All right? So just stay encouraged with that. This is a time where you're going to be intimate with your Father one on one. You're going to be going to him instead of going to people on the topics or the situation or the things that you surrendered to him. You now are going to be having to go to him about having that faith pulled up, giving you strength to get through this situation or this season. That's where you're supposed to go to. That's what he wants you to do. He wants you to be solely dependent on him. 100%. Not man. They're not giving you your report card. Only he is. He's the one you're supposed to report to. He's the one that's going to give you your final grade, not a person. A person is not someone that's going to dictate your faith and change your faith once you know you have surrendered your situation over to God. They may give you opinions about it, but it doesn't mean anything. Who cares if people have opinions about stuff? Who cares about what people think? This will never work. That'll never work. That situation will always be like that. Who cares? That is their belief. That is not your belief. But somebody definitely needed to hear that today, that just because you don't see with your physical eyes, there's no progress, there's no movement. I feel like I'm going backwards. I feel like I'm stuck in the same situation over and over. You can't have that same mentality once you surrendered it over to your Father. You can't. There's progress going on. You just may not be ready to see it yet because you might need to grow out of that stinking thinking of thinking nothing ever is going to happen. Nothing's ever going to change. You have to have faith that things are changing. Things are ever evolving all the time. Nothing can stay like how it is forever. Eventually somebody or something will have an epiphany and a moment of waking up and getting that clarity like, wait, they did separate from me, or that person is no longer tolerating what I used to do, or I see why that person can't handle me because I was not meant to be in that person's life, or whatever it may be. But when the time comes, it will come at the perfect time, and our timing is not his timing. It's not. I made a video yesterday about summertime coming up and how it's going to be an overjoy for the next 3 months. I strongly believe that it's going to be a great season for those non believers that are going to turn into believers. I have a strong feeling of that. And that's all because I have the faith of believing in something will come, even if it's a small miracle, even if it's a miracle for somebody else. I'm happy to see that. But you cannot get discouraged in this time. You cannot. This is a very crucial time right now for a lot of people who are believers in their Father. It's a very crucial time. Don't let anybody come against you. Don't let anybody speak ill towards you. And if they do, Psalms 91 over you. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. It won't. It won't. Stay encouraged. Stay in the Word. Stay prayed up. And just remember, just because you don't see it happening right now does not mean it's not happening. It's happening. He's just waiting for the right time to deliver what is happening. And I hear the birds chirping, so that must be confirmation. He's waiting for the right time to deliver it to you. So, stay encouraged, everyone. And until the next video, I will see you all soon. Bye.